Greetings and salutations, gentlemen. I am back. It is day 12, and I have had a 2-day break from Fallout London. So, I'm picking up where I left off last time, obviously, with the Gordon's Alive quest, where I'll be visiting my first Pindar station, which I don't know what a Pindar station is, other than effectively a vault, but, you know, London style. So, we'll see how that goes. And if you're wondering what that noise is, it is me grabbing my breakfast before I start. Okay. Because, again, I got up like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was gonna die. And that's how well that went. Second I walked up to the scanner, the thing shot me down. At least they gave me a moment of hesitation, but I'm just gonna... Let's see here. Security's on me. Well, that was more narrow than I was hoping for. Jeez. So this place is already interesting. Might even need something a little bit more than just fox meat to keep me alive this time around. Alright, so... there are terminals. Oh... Was I supposed to activate this maintenance terminal? You know, it would probably help if I had at least 10 brain cells to scratch together, but I just don't. Alright? And hello, T-Rex. I'm doing pretty well. Apart from my whole getting shot up thing. Wow, that is... that's a lot of stuff. Okay, manual restart. Locate and pull maintenance lever C1. Find maintenance lever C1 on the control panel. Firmly grasp the lever handle and activate it. Locate and pull maintenance lever C3. Locate lever, okay, yeah. Identify the power box on the control panel. Pull the lever to engage the reserve power supply. And then maintenance lever C7 is situated on the lower right side of the control panel. And locate the and pull reactor switch C5. Note, after restoring power to full capacity using the reactor switch, follow these additional steps. Activate screening C6, observation C4. Activate both to enable individual screening and observation before entry. Local alarms will trigger if unauthorized or on-screen passage is detected. Yep, that would have been good to know. Pull security level C2. Turn maintenance valve to vent flammable fumes. Caution, follow these steps meticulously to ensure the safe and successful restart of power at the Bromley Pindar station. Failure to adhere to these instructions may result in operational issues or potential safety hazards. That's a lot of stuff for a guy as freshly awakened as I am. So let's see, we got C1, C3, C7, and then C5. C1, C3, C7, C5. I'm probably going to have to come back and check this. I'm also going to have to figure out, okay, so this is maintenance, so C3, no, C1, C3, C7, C5. C1, C3, and then I should have located it beforehand, but is this C7? No, that's the power box. Oh, here we go. Nope. Again, my brain is not ready for this. C1, C3, C7, C5. Right? Oh, nope, I did need to activate the power box first. So C1, C3, power box, C7, C5. Okay. C1, C3, power box, C7, C5, and then I think we already did the valve, right? So presumably we're not going to die. There we go.
Commencing scan. Door unlocking. Scanning
complexity. I am in. Flag spear. When in doubt, get your flag spear out. My tired eyes can't be accurate right now. I'm pretty sure I missed every shot, but you'd have to let me know down in the comments because I suck. This is why I'm not doing challenge playthroughs this late at night. If I end up doing challenge playthroughs, which I do plan to, I think I'm gonna redo what I've done for the NCR playthrough that I was doing, but do it live as opposed to recording it just, you know, non-live, I guess, and make you know, that way people would be able to confirm, like, hey, dude did survive. I watched him do it. I think that helps, you know. It also keeps you honest, just in case you get the inclination to be like, oh, well, I don't have to count that death just because, you know, such and such thing happened. No, you do gotta count it. You gotta count everything. But yeah, I actually did start doing my NCR playthrough, and I succeeded. Lucky hooligan chess piece. +2 luck. That's not bad. I can make do with that. Yeah, I did that NCR playthrough though. It was just the 7-day challenge, so it was maybe, I don't know, 6 hours, I think, give or take. And it was pretty enjoyable, honestly. I felt that challenge really hard because it was no relaxed playthrough where I could just give up, let myself die, and then start back over. What the hell is that? Am I wrong, or is that a giant eyeball being eaten? If you're wondering what that click was, it was me taking a picture. What the hell? It's somehow even creepier that it's like this super low-res eyeball that you're like not supposed to get close to. Oh god. I don't want to turn my back on that either. It's just... Ugh. In case anybody's wondering, I don't have a strong stomach. Come at me, bro. I've seen the creepy eye, and I have survived. I've learned to check things like that. Oh, look at that. I went up and double checked it, but it's got, there we go. Ah, my level's not high enough. I'll probably be higher level though by the time I'm out of here, or I'll come back, one of those. That looks like a lot of radiation. Experimentation time. Nope, totally fine. Probably don't drink it. Definitely grab yourself a perfectly good flag spear, though, because it's tight space. Ah, unless of course you jump off of said space and into the water. There they are. Are these ones like weirdly small? Nope, they're not weirdly small. It's just deep water, which I can, I guess, somewhat take advantage of. I'm glad I made so many of these bullets. Probably not going to swim through here, at least. Maybe I can cling to the side or something. Radiation's pretty high going in there. Hey, look at that, I got my level. Didn't even have to stray far from the door. Wrong button. Let's see if I can get myself that expert locksmith. Get through this door. I think I passed it by a long stride, but let's see here. We got awareness, pickpocketing, strong duck, cannibal, scholar. I must be ineligible. Yeah, locksmith rank 3. I've got to be level 18. So either I'm too low level. Also, point of fact, I need to raise my perception, so let's go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'm never going to be able to use Demolition Expert, and I'm going to need that. Not necessarily right now, but, you know, down the road. Come on, stand still, man. His head's bobbing at just the right rate that I'm gonna miss him every single time unless I'm careful. This place is so whack. Looks like I'm going through radiation hell. Oh. Is it safe to take womble eggs? Also, is there gonna be a womble in here? Because if so, I'd like to flee now. I could see there being like a Resident Evil style chase scene in this. Not that wombles are unkillable, but they may as well be to me. Is this one gonna be... Oh, it's novice. I'm good. You know, this might be a bug that impacts me negatively. Yup, that's a problem. Video phone terminal. Because this is hacking. Oh god. This door is not unlockable to me. I'm literally just trying buttons at random at this point. The screen is way over here. Yeah, I don't even. Oh dear lord. Third person? How about if I come at it from third person? Because like, even though the screen is right here, you can hear it. I managed it! I managed to unlock a terminal without being able to see the screen. That is one truly novice terminal. Okay. I am in. I think. Oh, okay. I'm not in. There's information. And I need to be able to, presumably load a terminal? Stud homes report. No, that's not right. Okay. This is gonna make things extra complicated. This is a new one for me. Find the cause of the Dryad aggression. Ask Gordon about the locked door. Oh, so it's a failed optional. I wonder if he has any kind of terminal access or anything, because like I literally don't have any screen information. And like I have no way of really knowing what's going on here either. This is problematic to say the least, so yeah, I know. Echoes of a Broken Kingdom? No, I imagine not. Studholm's recording? Like, the only thing I can do I think I already did that one. I'm an idiot. That's a problem. And that's no minor problem either. I don't know how I'm gonna get through that. Because the screen doesn't just show nothing. I can't read whatever information is on it. So I can't get the door open. That's a problem. I think this is what, the Bromley Pindar station? I might have to Google this one. It'll take me like 5 seconds, but I don't know, because like the Bromley Pindar station, man, I can't get in. First thing that comes up is can't enter Bromley Pindar Fallout London. It's probably related to a quest if it is inaccessible. Okay, that's not the case here, but yeah, we've got like multiple forums where it's like, I followed all of the steps meticulously like it asked to reset the door, still won't open for me. Skip the last two and it worked for me. Also, okay. I'm talking about the inner door. People are having trouble with the outer door. When I go to the door, it just says inaccessible. Is it a bug? Go to Biggin Hill Airport. Quest, and I've already talked to Gordon. I think I'm gonna break my game real quick. Just to see. Because theoretically, so long as there isn't something specifically scripting, my going through here should not necessarily destroy my game. They're protected by plant. Oh, that'll destroy me though. So if nothing else, I am going to die in here. Flag spear. Yeah, that'll kill me. One way or another, I'm dying in here. He's just like, come back. I'm like, dude, I have to use exploits. Yeah, I cheated to get through the door. But only because the door cheated to keep me out. I have one frag grenade, right? Actually, better plan. Use the Molotov to stagger it, and then hit it with a frag grenade after. I'm just so afraid. I'm also a little afraid to actually save, so I'm gonna have to create a hard save. Oh, wow, this is turning into a mess right quick. There he is. Oh man. Yeah. I'm calling that one. I don't think I'm gonna get through here because I am seemingly too low level. Because I can't kill that guy under any circumstances, really. Like, it would be sheer luck if I managed to kill him, which is not usually how I play games. It also bothers me that this terminal is completely inaccessible. I don't know. I might have to message somebody about that, or try and figure out what's going on there, because this whole quest seems a little buggy. Seems like a really cool quest, but if it doesn't work, it, well, isn't a cool quest anymore, is it? I'm a little surprised that one didn't shoot at me. That is a damn shame, though, because Gordon is such an interesting character to have, you know, especially up front, and the voice acting on him is awesome. I would love to see more of that quest, but I'm not going to waste you guys' time on testing the quest, necessarily. Also, where was Churchill during all this? Because I feel like if I had Churchill with me, I might actually have had a little bit more of a chance of survival. But he was missing in action. And I was outclassed. And had there been a Womble in there, which there's a good possibility there was, I would have definitely have wasted my time. And it would have been a long and arduous death. Because I would have had 0 chance of actual success. And I don't know where I am. And it's dark out. And I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm lost. I'm lost and it's dark. There you are, Churchill. Where have you been, dude? So that's the third noticeable error issue we've had with that quest with Gordon. Give me a second. I'll pull up the name again. I have the memory of a goldfish. Gordon's alive. And honestly, let's call that 4, because for some reason it screws up everything on the data tab. It doesn't have appropriate map data, or at least it didn't when I brought it up last time. And whoa, 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 radiation is high. I'm a bugger. So yeah, and then of course that door not having a functional terminal is a pretty significant issue. Like, I don't know how I would get around that other than to use a console command. So I'm not really sure what exactly they expect you to do. That's a weird one. But I'll have to look into more information and see what I can figure out to get that working. If not, I might have to just report it as a bug and drop the quest, because I don't have a way of doing it. But that's okay for now. That'll be okay for now. It is always disappointing, though, when you're, you know, approaching a quest and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be awesome, and then it, like, just completely flops. And you're not able to do anything to do with it. Alright, let's drop a bunch of stuff here, go cook myself some food, because I hate using stim packs, and I'm definitely not buying any, and I can apparently make applesauce. Plus 2, or, yeah, 2.5 S. Oh, 2.5 per second for 10 seconds. I don't know. You get more XP, too, so that's something. Take that during some of the major quests. A famished steak. I like it. Get myself some more of that fox meat. Pig rat scratchings. Oh, you can do pig rat bacon too, which seems a little less effective and costs more, but restores AP, which I never use. And I can get myself Radger ribs, or I could do a Radger roast, which is much better for me because, you know, plus 10 to melee damage. A little bit of roasted conkers. Sleipner steak from raw Sleipner. Increase my strength by a little bit. Womble eggs. Because you don't want to be carrying around womble eggs, I don't imagine. But increases heal rate and HP. Nice. Small health regeneration for 2 hours. I am game for that. If nothing else, that could help me at some point. Okay. I think that I have everything that I need. I'm gonna go ahead and explore some more. I have no idea where I'm going, though. And out of curiosity, I am going to recompile these live streams into long-form videos. According to the poll, people want to see 10 days at a time. So I'm curious how long exactly you guys would be interested in watching those videos. Do you think with that being 10 days at a time, it should be over an hour, or should I try to reduce it down to only the core moments of the actual campaign for Fallout London and my like adventures around the area? So it would be like maybe 15 minutes, maybe 20, possibly less. How are you taking 303 rounds to the face? It bothers me that that is who you are. Why are you attacking me? You're a deer. A courageous deer that takes 303 rounds. Why am I playing on very hard? I keep saying it. Highly recommend not doing that. Like, it's just pointless. Also, apparently these creatures respawn. Because I killed these foxes the other day. Which I'm okay with, because food. Yeah. Got any more? Nope. What'd you find, Church? What do you got, you weird looking dog? A dispatch helmet, eh? Dispatch helmet, some walking canes, and that's something. And now my my quest data is gonna be screwed up. Awesome. No, I don't need Gordon alive, actually. That's gonna make things extra fun. Yeah, it wouldn't be the entire quest. I'd definitely cut most of the, like, you know, well, all of the scavenging. And, a large part of the dialogue and, yeah, huge swaths of the quest would be cut either way. So that's definitely on there. Like, you don't necessarily want to listen to 5 minutes of dialogue from some random NPC. Like with the whole library thing, that guy's seriously talking for 4 or 5 minutes. Just the first time that you encounter him. So I've already started refining down the footage and the commentary, dialogue, all that stuff to be significantly reduced. And now I think that his dialogue is like 30 seconds or something like that, which is still a bit long, but, you know, it's summarized, exponentially summarized. So I'm hopeful that'll go over. And what I've reduced it down to already has been pretty good. I mean, we're talking about 7 minutes per in-game day, but ultimately that's going to come out to, like, you know, an hour and 20 minutes or something like that for 10 days, so. Although I don't mind watching it, I'm probably not going to sit there for an hour and 20 minutes watching, you know, video game footage from a viewer standpoint. From a creator standpoint, I'm going to be annoyed with myself having to actually view that. Also, there are no hooligans up here, I notice. Am I going to get shot at while I'm on the boat? I feel like I vaguely recall from like a Game Ranks video or something with their footage that they were being shot at while on a boat. So that's a distinct possibility. Because there's no contacts up here. Which makes me feel like it's scripted. But they're just gonna pop out of nowhere and start shooting at me. But yeah, I'll probably run another poll on the whole live streaming thing. And 10 days, that is quite a lot of days. Where am I going? He's off that direction. Ah, here we are. I know I'm getting distracted. Well, I get the impression that my sword is not going to help me this time.
Off we go.
Super dead.
I'll have to drop you off at the embankment. On the other side. There's a storm coming. With the howl in the Thames barrier. It's too risky to transport the three of us across such choppy waters. I'll pick up Archie, and we'll meet you at the dock.
I am so gonna die. Oh, I'm being grenaded as well. I can't move. Like, I can't even lightly avoid. The battle of attrition. I don't know that I'm using that word correctly. I'm going to die. Just let me take all of my drugs. Thank you. Oh, you're kidding. Damn, ferryman, way to not ferry anything. Literally just have me stuck here getting shot at. I can't even see where they're coming from. There you go, bro. We would be so dead if this was a real boat. I actually don't know how we haven't died already.
the nearest route is Tower Bridge. Watch out for the
What is
beefeaters.
that? Oh my god, no, 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 come on. No.
They'll eat anything.
I can't get out. By God, this is the most buggy portion of the stream yet. I don't, like, did they save it all until I was several hours in? They just, like, made a list of things to take care of in the first 10 hours of the game, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna eliminate these bugs, but nothing after that point.
And off we go.
Because I was there, and then the boat was just like, ah, nah, you can't get out,
Off at the
man.
embankment. On the other side. There's a storm coming.
Awesome.
With the hole in the Thames barrier. It's too risky to transport the three of us across such choppy waters. I'll pick up Archie, and we'll meet you at the dock.
Don't look at me like that, Churchill. It's not cheating, it's game mechanics. They're all made super fragile so that I can shoot those canisters that they can blow up, and you know it. That's not a living human being. Oh dear Lord.
You better be worth it.
Not the explosive. I'm learning. Just because I like shooting things that explode. If I fall randomly into the water again, I'm putting on TGM as fast as physically possible. Aha!
How the nearest
I
route
am
is
out.
Tower Bridge.
Didn't even glitch
Watch
this
out for
time.
the beefeaters. They're cannibals.
No.
They'll eat anything that tries to cross.
Oh, thanks, bro. How are you gonna live? You're in a boat being shot at. Also, why couldn't I just climb across? That would have been so much safer. They really just wanted to have that boat scene, which I respect well enough, but it could have been a lot better optimized. Because as it stands, it just kind of felt silly. Except for the part where it glitched out and I died horribly. That kind of felt retarded. But, you know, hey. I don't know. I'm going to try to be like 50% less hostile, but I have to change a bike tire again because for some reason it keeps blowing out and it's going to piss me off because I've got early onset arthritis from spending all of my early years punching things. I used to be a martial artist. It's not, I wasn't just randomly punching things. Except for when I was, because I was also an angry individual, but no, I was like professionally punching things. So all my joints are screwed. Which does not stop me from doing physical labor. Not because it shouldn't, but because I enjoy pain. If I didn't, I wouldn't be playing Fallout 4. I'd be out playing something I like Elden Ring or Remnant from the Ashes. now you come out? Are you kidding me? If I was gonna live, it was going to be by pure luck. Alright. I'm back here. There's an exceedingly large number of enemies there. Gotten myself into trouble. That's not loaded. Let's see. Combat rifle, 9mm. That'll work. I have no more stim packs, so I'm down to drinking tea and maybe photon brew. I'm gonna die anyway. Everyone is staggering me so I can get my swings off. Oh man. Yeah, I used to do some pretty serious mixed martial arts. I actually was an instructor for quite some time. Maybe, what was it, 5 years or something like that?
Trying to sneak up on me?
Covering fire!
Smooth, so smooth. Yeah. We got this, church. I mean, by no merit we have this, but we're gonna have it nonetheless. Let's get us some ground rad shrew. I wish this would stay accurate, but it won't. I'm pretty sure that Dogme's out of here just taking everything down. I took my womble meat.
Why don't you just die? Yeah.
Because I have already eaten my womble meat, and that cannot be allowed. Alright. So I've succeeded. Hopefully, with my womble meat, it'll just allow me to regenerate instead of having to ingest something new. Which, I don't know if it is. Can't really tell. Yeah, I got really obsessed with martial arts when I was younger because I used to live actually further up north, and it was constantly a struggle being up there. I would go out into the woods for like days at a time and have to rely on nothing but my skills, by which I mean I went hungry and slept in the dirt and was frequently bitten by things I didn't want to be bitten by. Oh god, the leeches. It was like Fallout London out there. They were just everywhere. Couldn't get away from them. Like, you'd just be walking around in the grass, no less, and there would be leeches. It was hell. Fortunately, there were no bulletproof rad shrews. That's something. Like, I was far enough north that at one point I was out on my bike and I actually rode up and there was a bear on the path. And we found another cute Thulu, so I'm glad that I went through this. You can feel an ancient power emanating from the doll, something you can't quite put your finger on. Boom, another cute Thulu. And an ion brew. Aw. I just missed out on a bunch of tickets. Ish. I could have a bus driver's hat. Is that a camera? And we'll meet again. So this is where you'll find another one of those records. You've collected a copy of We'll Meet Again by Avalon Brown. I'm glad I went looking at that torch. Otherwise I probably would have missed that one. Nice. Yeah, I don't think my health increased at all from eating that womble meat. Like, not after the fact, at least. Like, I was kind of expecting some sort of healing effect. But no. Also, I understand this place is probably going to be a mess. Yeah, I got really good at martial arts for quite some time though, and I was really obsessed. So I used to do all the weird stuff that will probably never help you in life either, which, if I'm totally honest, most martial arts are a waste of your time because they won't help you ever. Like, if you're a smart individual who avoids conflict, the odds of you actually being accosted by somebody out of nowhere is pretty low. So, I mean, if you're practicing martial arts, odds are you're going to waste a tremendous amount of time. Like, I often think about how I wish I'd done something like, I don't know, learn the guitar, you know, something that wouldn't break my hands.
Yes, you will.
Cricket.
I'll make it.
You guys are a bit creepy. You're eerie individuals, you know that, right? But they're sportsmen, giving me a fighting chance.
Last.
Well, you got something? 'Cause I'm about to bring it, son.
Summertime.
They brought it hard. Alright, guys. I just wanted you to know that I am not a sportsman, nor am I a gentleman. So I am going to take advantage of projectile weapons and your inability to come over and fight me.
I'm all tossed.
Let's have at it again. think that's the first time I've used a power attack on somebody. What is up with these guys and their cannibal scout outfits? They're not highly protective. They have ruffs, though. I don't know what a ruff is, other than, of course, what I'm apparently looking at. Some weird British nonsense. You know, a man needs some tea. Yeah, I was a weird dude when I was younger, though. Like, everybody in my neighborhood thought that the government was just gonna come in and take us all down, and, you know, it was going to be this huge uprising, and, yeah, it was, like, very popular at the time to be, like, an anti-government radical, and, people were very serious about their belief that the zombie apocalypse was coming. So of course they were like, dude, we gotta train with swords. And I'm like, I really don't want to train with swords because you guys are dumb as hell. And we're gonna get hurt. And sure enough, we definitely got hurt. But yeah, it was my weird, ridiculous upbringing that resulted in my knowing how to do outlandish things. Like a couple of years ago, I'm coming back to my apartment, my roommate's inside, and we start talking, and I don't know how it came to this conversation, but he's like, yeah, but you wouldn't be able to fight somebody barehanded while they've got a sword, right? And I'm just like, oh yeah, sure I could. And he's just like, really? And I'm like, yeah, thrust this sword into my chest. So he does. Because I have ridiculed him on so many occasions for being a weakling that he just immediately goes to thrust a sword into my chest. So I had to immediately do a sword break on his hand and knock the thing out and catch it, and like I did all these reflexive motions. I was actually thinking about doing a YouTube tutorial on how to do it, even though it would be totally useless. Mostly for like animators to go off of.
Who's there?
For like how to disarm a sword. I think that would be pretty cool. It would be an animated tutorial specifically for animators, but you know, it was just funny because yeah, I'm just like coming into my apartment like, yeah, dude, just thrust this sword into my chest.
Huh?
Good guy, he totally did it. He was like, yeah, I'm no coward. I respect that. I probably wouldn't find it as amusing had I been run through with a sword, but you know, hey. I wasn't, here I stand, so meet Archie and the ferryman at the fishing docks. Okay. If I do a tutorial on how to disarm swords, though, there will be massive disclaimers, because you should not tell people to thrust swords into your chest. I mean, like, even I was nearly stabbed. Like, very nearly. It could have turned out very badly. Got some kind of cultists out here, and a lot of them, no less. I have no discretion. Everybody gets a headshot. You get 2. Make that 3. It's kind of like disarming knives. Like you see a lot of people doing knife training. Like there was I live in a city now actually where people are morons on a constant basis, and there was this guy and his, I guess, girlfriend or something out on this walking path, and I see them the one day and they're practicing some kind of martial arts with like batons, so just like wooden sticks, and I'm like, oh, that's neat, you know, that's such a good thing to bond over, and it's safe and healthy. And then the next day I'm talking to one of my coworkers and they're telling me about this person doing this training, and I'm like, yeah, that seems like a healthy thing, right? And they're like, no, when I saw them, the guy had sharpened sticks into points and was, you know, thrusting them at this young woman. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what is happening that this guy is seriously, you know, out doing this? I'm like, I understand if you are a professional, right? And you, as the professional, are like, okay, thrust this knife at me, or thrust this sword at me, or such and such. Because you're a professional, and you know how to block this stuff, presumably. And have the reflexes and training to, again, presumably, block the thing. But you're like, yeah, this person's a total novice, and in order to get them up to snuff, I thrust violently sharpened wooden rods at them. And it seems senseless. So, yeah, there are some morons out there. So I have to put a disclaimer out there, just like, don't tell people to thrust swords at you. Don't trust random people who are like, let me teach you in the most dangerous way physically possible. Like, there are so many things that you should avoid when it comes to martial arts and training. Unlike this guy who's out here being incapable of doing the roly-poly like a very sudden downpour. Okay. I don't know that guy was hostile, but he exists, therefore I see him as hostile. That? Flamer. Let's see. Hooligan Pyro. That's a new one. Pasteurized milk. Let's try that. Well, I'm definitely hitting them. Oh. And they're definitely hitting me. Ramen hamburger. Alright, chaps. Let's see if this will do the job. Apparently not. Churchill found an enemy? Really? How shocking. When aren't we gonna find enemies? They're everywhere. I don't even know how many days it's been. I'm lost. And this weather is destroying me. Both physically and emotionally.
It's those bloody commuters again.
Oh. Please do not shoot me. And behind a brick wall, I will be okay. No, I won't. I need to find a place to retreat. Why not go to the place where I'm supposed to be? This direction. You know, I do love a good rain. Of course. I'm just like, I love a good rain, and it immediately stops. What the hell? Why is it so irradiated in here? I'm out. I'm out. This guy's literally got radiation pockets in his home. Like, is this a defense mechanism? Is he just like, I don't want anybody coming in here? So he just filled it with radioactive material.
Where am I? Oh, how many more times must you reboot me? Hold in there, friend. You'll be as good as new. I feel violated. All right. One more reboot. Now.
You made it!
There you are. Do me a favor and send out a signal on that beacon up there.
Beacon up where now? Oh, okay.
There you go. Try switching on your navigation system.
Navigation systems online.
Did it work?
Yes.
Well, don't sound too enthused. I hope the journey wasn't too formidable.
It was absolutely that, yes.
Getting over the Thames is no easy feat without a vessel.
So, why couldn't I have come on yours again? Who's your robot friend? What happened?
This is Barry. My dear seafaring friend. A flock of pigeons laid a nest in his circuits. They washed up on the rocks. I'm not sure which happened first.
What do those beacons do?
Barry's navigation data corrupted. Had to be wiped. Those Mariner beacons transmit the data he needs to sail between places, acting as a kind of waypoint. Without them, he'd be bobbing around aimlessly like a jellyfish. There's quite a few beacons along the Thames.
Nice. About that underground laboratory.
We retraced the boy's steps while searching for spare parts for Barry. It's not far up the road. The entrance is beneath that old monument. The tall one with the golden urn atop a pillar. From what I've heard, it was built to commemorate the first Great Fire of London.
Did you go in? Do you want to come with me? How many great fires of London have there been? I don't care. You can't come with me. Did you go in?
No. We kept a fair distance.
Alright, yeah,
Wait.
thanks. I'll be going.
Those people I was with, they're the closest thing I have to family. Please rescue them. Or find out what happened. If you do, I'll know where that ghoul was headed. The one I escaped with. He might be able to help you. He said he knew about other labs.
Here's that key the boy swiped. Good luck.
Alright. Well, I have virtually no medical materials at this point. It's pitch black, so definitely done with at least one day. Although I imagine probably more like 2. But not quite. I don't know. Another 30 minutes or something. Is there a place I can sleep around here somewhere? Yep. Here we go. I know I slept a little bit before at the beginning of the live stream here, but that was actually more of day 11, I think. I might have overslept a little bit. Yep, a little bit. It's now 10:30 in game, but that's fine. Yeah, if you're going to find a physical exercise hobby, probably do sports or something. I don't know why, but martial arts training tends to go awry more often than not. There are a lot of people who don't know what they're doing, really. So, I know this sounds off, but if anybody has been listening to me chatter on for the past half an hour, yeah, avoiding improper martial arts training is key, because it's really easy to get yourself hurt. It's also not largely useful. So, like, a lot of the time, you're going to end up doing, you know, all this training, and it just comes to nothing. The world is getting progressively safer, and I was actually talking about that the other day with a friend, where I was like, honestly, I probably won't live to see it, just because I have a weird heart that's probably going to flop on me eventually here. Or, you know, sooner rather than later. But eventually, the world could quite feasibly become 100% totally safe and be amazing. And I'm like, that's cool to me. But it also makes, you know, guys like me who practice all these martial arts completely useless. Because, I mean, all that time is going to count for nothing. Well, nothing except for busted hands, that is. And, like, mine aren't too bad. I focused really heavily on, you know, stretching and remaining limber. But I've known some guys who, seriously, like, can't move their hands at all. Aside from being able to hit things, they legitimately have no function at all. Like, they are the hammer, everything is a nail. and they can't do anything but drink and punch stuff. And they can teach other people to punch stuff, but those people don't need to know how to punch things, so, you know, these people grow more and more useless by the day. And, I mean, you can get really physically strong. You can practice things that will improve your reflexes, that will allow you to defend yourself pretty well without actually ever practicing any martial arts at all. Like, you don't need to do anything that would necessarily damage yourself, and you can still gain the strength necessary to learn to fight. Like, some of the best fighters I've ever known were, like, basketball players, because they have crazy fast reflexes. They can really move on their feet, and that's all they ever do. They stay limber, and they stay light, and they move. And I used to love basketball, so I might be a little biased, but... Oh, this is what I'm looking for. Monument Point, I think? Monument Underground Station. No, it is not what I'm looking for. I am looking for... Monument Lab, which is, I guess, this way. There's a bunch of people in there. I don't think I can shoot through that window. It's disappointing. There's not even a window there. It's not even a real window. Maybe it is. I can't even really tell. Alright, yeah, I'll just... Flag spirit up. Actually, why don't I try that flamer?
Did you hear that? And here's I'll call you.
It's not very effective.
Food, glorious food.
The Jester Squad. Look at these
Does
sportsmen.
it hurt?
Nothing stopping them from fighting, right? I haven't saved. Well, sort of. I mean, I slept.
What a delicious look away from me. I
Bugger
can
off.
feel my bones. Back off. Up nice and right. Ring at the bell. I've got time to feed. I'm all tossed. Stay off the kitchen.
You're okay, Churchill. I believe in you, but I can't spare my last stim pack. Oh, a great martial art to practice that probably won't damage your hands as much as many others is just boxing. You know, nice thick gloves, good exercise. That's a fun one. When you get a punching bag, you learn how to hit it with correct form, and you don't get careless, and you won't screw up your wrists. That's nice. You gotta find the right punching bag, though. 'Cause I've used a lot of different punching bags and didn't really enjoy many of them. But if you can find one that's firmly hanging, that's very helpful. So I've had, like, punching bag stands or ground punching bags where they're weighted at the bottom. Those are not great. I was always kind of worried that the one that was hanging on like a frame was going to end up breaking the wall somehow. Probably because I was hitting it too hard or something, but is that a stingwing? What the hell is that? Is that a cyborg bird. Yeah, anyway, I'm off the topic of martial arts. It's a thing. I recommend learning the piano. That's what I recommend.
The city's an eerie graveyard now. No life, no laughter. Just the haunting echoes of what was. We tried to maintain order, to protect those we could, but it's a losing battle. I fear the darkness that shrouds London now is a darkness that will never lift. Every step through these abandoned streets, it feels like a painful march into the void. A void that swallows not only the present, but also the past. Leaving only the emptiness of what might have been.
Why do I feel like I'm going to be deeply outclassed by whatever made that noise? And why do I feel like I don't want to investigate it with my flag spear? Because seriously, that's what I have at my disposal. Like, this is my best weapon. I do have a frag grenade, so that might help a little. Can't get into that terminal. They're feeding cats Wonder Glue. I don't think that's healthy. Concerns. These concerns of yours are entirely unwarranted. Your enthusiasm for efficiency is admirable, but misguided. Truth be told, I have labs filled with nothing but clones, and they do indeed work more efficiently and consistently. They are even more successful most of the time. So why, you ask, do I keep the Monument Lab up and running? Those lunatics, as you call them, have something the clones don't. Creativity. Some incredible things have been discovered in the lab you're sitting in. All of your predecessors had the same concerns. All of them changed their minds. You will soon regret complaining about such trivialities as efficiency. The fact that most of the scientists are mentally unstable is indeed no coincidence. You are correct. A benefit of using clones is that they have no boundaries. They are willing to do the unthinkable. These men also have no such boundaries. P.S. If you're worried about your own safety, don't be. The researcher clones usually stop them from getting too out of hand. Transfers. I want a bigger office. I just feel like some of these things are unimportant. I think that we're gonna have to go deal with the giant. I kinda wanna go anywhere but that direction. Ultimately, I'm gonna have to go there. But I'm kind of curious if the machine guns here are gonna help out. Also, I want to know where all the machine guns are in case I need to run and lure the thing through them. Which might be my best chance of survival. Unless, of course, all the machine guns turn against me instead and I get blown to bits. But we'll see. I don't need pens. I'm all about pencils. And here is yet another cute Thulu. You and the dolls now feel like old friends, and you can't imagine life without them. It's as if a guiding presence watches over you. Praise him. That makes our second cute Thulu of the day. I think I have 4 now. Curious how many there are. There's usually some nice round number like 50 or something like that. But on the other hand, they could be more like ice claws and you could have like 380 of them. Alright, I've been dinking around long enough. Time to meet my maker. It's chained for a reason. That do be the reason. Requires terminal. Is this terminal gonna work? Usually terminals that open doors are, you know, somewhere in the vicinity of the said door, but not in London. That would be crazy. Do I have a map marker for this? Let's see. To my left. Oh. Now, see, I should have been able to accidentally trigger that. Turn on power. utility room. Guess the guns aren't going to be useful to me. That's disappointing. Deeply not worth it. Also not all that helpful. A little bit of Radway. Let's go with maybe some roasted mitten lurk. Yeah, let's do that. And I probably should have saved. Sure, let's unlock the containment room. I don't need to live. I'm dead. Yeah, that's not gonna go. Oh, screw me. Hold him off, Church. That didn't even hit him a little bit. And I feel like I hit caps lock or something. Alright. He's actually bigger and stronger than I thought he would be. That's not ideal. Yeah, okay, I'm back here. Glad I saved. Could have saved closer, but that's okay. What is an okay option? Could try the flamer again. That might help. See, the trick is gonna be to hit him with a grenade. And then be randomly carried too much for some reason. What the hell happened to my carry capacity? Oh my gosh. Okay. That was actually going okay for a second there. And then all of a sudden my carry capacity just evaporated. So let's see here. I do have grilled rad sag. So it makes sense that that would time out at that exact moment. Let's get rid of one of those. How much exactly am I carrying based off of that? No idea. Okay. What do I have? Hydro X addiction. That's awesome. So, let's see. Bangers and mash. I've got probably nothing to cure my addiction. I've got Codfather, which could help. I still feel like I have no idea how to kill this dude. So I'm gonna dump pretty much everything into my system that I can and try that out. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, so I've got Wonderland reduces your strength, so we don't want that. Let's go with Viscount Nelson. Let's grab us a Radger Roast. Say Morphex, Hypo, little bit of Excalibur is gonna come up in there. Go with some Rad Shrew stuff. Let's see. A little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit more of that, and then let's grab some. I've already done Morphex. Let's grab some painkillers. A little bit of that. And then I think maybe some roids. And then I'm just gonna grab my sword. Yeah, in case you're wondering why that was so effective, 538 damage right there in one hit. Had I hit him again at all in any way, he would have gone down. I was actually doing more damage than his weapon could. Ignores 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. Nice. And this is why I went with a melee build, because you can seriously exploit the hell out of melee and do as much damage as, you know, a mini nuke launcher or whatever by just slashing a dude with a sword. And had I used my spear, I could have just hit him with a bunch of small staggering attacks. He would have died almost instantly. So he never stood a chance against me, which is why I chose this build for when I just want to absolutely wreck dudes without any repercussions whatsoever. Like, I don't even want to be challenged in this. So, most of the time, I'm not going to be that exploitative. I'm not going to just walk in and decimate my opponents in one hit. But on occasion, when I really don't feel like dealing with an opponent, I am going to do that. And they are going to lose. Because what did it take? A minute for me to just quickly grab some chems and whatever, and then I just walk in. Dude goes down. Suck up potatoes. Something these guys should have taken note. Dozens upon dozens upon dozens of drugs. I should get the chemist perk or something along those lines, or actually like all of the chemistry perks, anything related to drugs and alcohol, I should obtain, because I'd be able to use that stuff a lot more frequently, without any negative effects at that. But my endurance is probably at like 18 or something right now. My strength is probably at like, I don't know, 15, 16. A little curious just to see what those numbers are. But like I'm still out here doing 500 points of damage. I can insta-kill anybody. That also fills me with confidence because I could go out and kill a Womble with relative ease if I could take that guy out that easily. Nice, good catch, Church. Helping me replace my drug usage. Nice. Yeah, really scour around because you'll be able to find a lot of this stuff, and it's easily accessible, and then you'll be able to just become an untouchable badass. And like, I have no idea how long this major improvement is gonna last, but you know, my health is exponentially higher. My let's see. Take my grilled rad stag again. I noticed I was missing a little bit of HP. And I could immediately go back to them, but at the same time, I'm still rolling pretty high on these character improvements. And I think that a large part of what makes me so strong right now is that I took that, what was it? Radger meat. But those were Atkins Mark 1s. With service rifles and kukris. Taken down like they're made out of tissue paper. Holy crap, what was up with that XP? Did I just get like 42,000 EXP right there? Some ludicrous amount. Also, my performance is crap right now. I am progressively losing a little bit of damage. Oh, I can go take these guys out. I just lost my roids, so probably a lot of damage reduction. I'm over in I can still kill you in one hit. Like you can see my my damage threshold progressively going lower and lower, but it's okay. I can handle it. Until the drugs wear... Wow, the flamer only does 9 damage. That is pitiful. Police truncheon. I don't know why I need these things. Same with the walking cane. I don't know if Churchill gave me some of this, but it's not necessary. I have over 1,032 caliber rounds. Nice. Did I accidentally cook a bunch of those or something? Or have I just been finding those? I am going to keep exploring around a little bit, because I think that we're still on day 13. Unless, of course, the day changed while I was in that facility. Which, I don't know, maybe it did. Let me check the time. Oh, it's 7:33 p.m. in-game, so should be pretty good. And I think that I've still got immense damage, so I kind of want to take advantage of that for a minute. One-shot some dudes while I can. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to do that all the time.
We know you're in there. We had a deal. That's the correct choice, Civvy. Back up.
I'm
ain't
sorry.
giving you bitches in blue nothing. Do you know what that bleeding harlot Violet has done to me arm? Piss off.
You agreed to the deal, Sean. Fair and square. It's not our fault you got duped. You chose to flog it to Violent Violet. And that was on you. The girl is literally called Violent Violet. What do you expect? You should have sold it to Moneybags. Your bad business choices ain't our concern. Come on out. Nice and slow. This ain't your concern. Police business. Stand back.
I have a sword and the ability to use it. You really don't want to mess with me. Endurance 1.
You a merc? If you want to help, go speak to Sean for us. Otherwise, we could always use an extra weapon.
I'll talk to him.
We'll be watching for any funny business.
Oh, hush now. You and your bad body slide files. I think I've lost all my strength, so... Nope. Still got my damage, at least. Hey, guy. You want to maybe come a little closer? I can't reach you.
Oi, I saw you talking to that bent copper, mate. Well, let me tell you, she ain't getting her bloody money. No way.
I feel like you're in the wrong, gentlemen. I'm dealing with this now, so hand over the cash before things get really messy.
Hey, I don't know who the bloody hell you are, mate, but fine. You win this time, you and the bitchy bent coppers. I'll cough up the dosh. Oi, you heard the guff. Better get your pockets ready. This is a one-time thing. Don't go crying when my cut goes up.
Bollocks to that, Sean. The cut stays the same, or you'll find yourself in jail or worse.
Whatever. I know you ain't real coppers. I'd happily get this settled just so I don't have the smell of bacon wafting over here anymore.
Funny.
To be fair, when somebody can one-shot giants, what the hell is that? Okay. Physics glitch. We're good
That
here.
was some fine police work you just did, my friend.
Wasn't it just?
Really nice work. Here's your share. Only fair. Now, I ain't much of a trader, since that's Sean's job. But if you want to trade some of the goodies I kept for myself, go for it. Yeah, I just got a bunch of new bits. Take a look.
I don't really think that I need anything from these people. I don't have anything particularly useful. Am I still on max damage? I am. Okay, not max. I'm at 409 now, but that's still plenty to kill something. A little more adventure. I don't have nearly as much damage resistance or HP as I did a minute ago, so I am still going to be in a bit of trouble if I get swarmed, but... feel like my performance is pretty rough in this area. I can see why a lot of people give up on Fallout London or decide not to play it though. It has a lot of issues, which is kind of to be expected of such a major mod project, but yeah, I'm taking some really significant performance hits. 30 FPS and less. That should never happen on this computer.
Where'd that bitch go?
Like, I can't even see anything at this rate. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, on most games, I'm getting over 150, 160 FPS pretty easy. And those are new games.
What the hell was that? First mistake. First mistake.
Yeah, I'm like losing mobility
I got your back. Move it.
off of these frame rate issues.
I'll just get through. Yeah.
What do we got? A little more grilled rad stack.
Never got from here. Get on!
How's my damage looking? Extremely high. Comparatively, normally my melee damage is like 60 or 70 points. So doing several hundred is really significant. But it's limited. I'm only going to be able to perform like this for a short while. And I'm not 100% positive on how long that's going to be. Probably quest related. I'll bugger off. I know of a location back by the Swan and Mitre though that I could end up fighting a Womble. And there's some some secret loot in there and stuff like that I may be able to take advantage of by using this same strategy. Oh, wow. The second it started running alongside me, I was like, ah, crap. That's not going to go well. And he went and set them both off. Fortunately, I was saved already, so it's alright. And I think because they've already been detonated, they'll actually disappear, because the game should want to keep you from actually obtaining a ridiculous number of frag grenades, which is pretty easy, or frag mines. So one of the strategies is to have them not respawn, because you already know that they're there. And you can much more easily go and obtain them. So it keeps you from really being able to farm grenades. Also, always pick up razor grain if you're playing Fallout London, because you can make Brahmin burgers. Brahmin hamburgers is what they're called.
I'm knackered as fuck. We've been fine day for it, ain't it?
Are you trying to fight me? Is this a you wanting to fight me thing? Because I feel like you won't win. Found my way to the 5th column, chaps. Oh.
And here's dinner.
I don't know why I took that tennis racket. Reflex. A part of me wanted to just jump into the lake. That would have been fatal. Look at that, though. Found myself a place to sleep. I can't get to that. Churchill, stay. Gotta trade some items with you, bud. We're getting a little over encumbered. And by a little, I do mean very. What am I doing? Why don't I just pop back to base? I mean, I can do that. I'm so used to playing on survival mode on everything and never being able to actually fast travel that I don't even think to do it. Well, chaps, I'm going to tell you a little bit in advance here. I am about to end the stream. It is not far off now. I'm talking a couple of minutes, maybe. Because I don't want to accrue too much footage. I did, in fact, record the footage. Part of me panicked just there, which is why the screen's probably blinking for you right now. And thought that I hadn't started recording. But fortunately, it is. So, a little better off there. I have a panic attack like every 30 minutes when my brain is like, did you actually start recording footage? And I'm like, no I didn't. But then I check and I'm like, oh, I did, okay, I'm good. And then I remember, I actually do have a brain. No matter how little I use of it. Canvas backpack, got my lantern. Drop a few of these things, probably don't need an officer's cap. I am keeping that pencil, absolutely, 100%. That can be useful. I don't need that. I'm keeping my GOG t-shirt just for the fun of it. And that's most of my loot there. And then... does dog food actually have any real benefits? Dog, cat food, mysterious meats. Well, let's do a tad bit of cooking. Famished meat, box steaks, ground rad shrew. Mitten lurk egg omelets, those were pretty effective. And lots of mongrel meats. Alright. Then I'm actually going to jump right back over to Archie and the gang. That way I'm there and prepared for tomorrow. Why do I feel like more people join the stream every time that I say that I'm gonna end it? Is it like a thing that YouTube gets triggered by and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna send some people your way because I can literally watch people joining the stream right now, and I'm like, man, I'm about to close down. Why could they have not joined like half an hour ago when I was doing cool stuff? Anyway, that is all I have for today. I'm going to close down. I hope you guys have a good evening, and I will be back on tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. until a little after 11. You guys have a good evening.